Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial using the brand new Urban Decay Electric palette, which looks like I don't know. That was totally unnecessary. I know. Anyway, this isn't a full face makeup tutorial just because I didn't want the video to be so long, since at the end of the video I am going to be doing a quick review on this and showing you swatches and what I think of the palette. So I didn't want to go and do a full face of makeup and then do a review and have this video be like 30 minutes long. I'm like raspy today. So yeah, if you want to see swatches and my thoughts about this palette, just stay tuned to the end of the video. But if you want to see how to get this look, then just keep on watching. Oh, I also show you like my lip combo too though. So yeah, keep watching. So the first thing I'm going to do is take my Lorac Behind the Scenes eye primer, and this is what I'm going to use to prime my lids. And then I'm taking a lot of it underneath my eyes because I am putting a lot of eyeshadows underneath my eyes. I'm just going to take my NYC Sunny Bronzer and I'm going to use a little crease brush, and I'm going to add this to my lid just to add some color to my eyelid. So I'm focusing that on my outer V and then bringing it into my crease. I'm just going to continue to do this until I have the intensity that I want, and I'm also going to be taking it a little bit past the crease as well. Now I'm going to take this color called Chaos from the palette, and on a small little angled brush I'm going to be adding some Fix Plus and then dipping it into the eyeshadow, and then I'm going to be using this kind of like gel eyeliner. And I'm going to be creating a pretty thick wing with this. I recommend dipping your brush into the powder first and then adding Fix Plus, because this is a matte eyeshadow and it can get a little bit gunky if you add water to it. So I recommend adding the Fix Plus after you dip it into the shadow. So before I continue on with the wing, really quick, I'm going to add some eyeliner. This is the Urban Decay eyeliner in the color Chaos, and I'm using this to tight line, and I'm also going to be adding this to my waterline as well. Okay, so going back into the Chaos color, I'm adding a little bit more Fix Plus to just intensify it a bit, and I'm going to be adding a thick wing, and I suck at recording this because I always get out of focus and it's just a big hot mess, but just add your wing just like you were adding gel eyeliner. Then I just went back into my bronzer and I added some more into my crease just to intensify it a little bit, to give myself a little bit more color. For my highlight, I am using the e.l.f. Baked Highlighter in Moonlight. I'm pretty sure it's called Moonstone, Moonlight, I don't know. I'll have it down below. And I am using this in my inner corner and underneath my brow bone as well. I'm going to take the brush that came with the palette and I'm going to be dipping it into the color Chaos and running that underneath my lower lash line, but staying on the outer half of my eye, kind of stopping where the pupil is. And by the way, I didn't add any Fix Plus to this part. Then going into this shade right here called Gonzo, I'm going to be taking it on the same brush and then adding it in the center of my lower lash line and then bringing it all the way towards my inner tear duct, just to kind of have it fade from the light blue to the cobalt blue. Then I'm going to flip the brush around, and with no additional product, I'm just going to be blending out these colors just to make it a little bit more seamless. Then with that same brush, I am going to be dipping it back into the Gonzo shade and adding some more just to smoke it out and make it look like really blown out underneath the lower lash line. Then I'm going to take this color right here called Revolt, and I'm just going to add this to my little tear duct area just to give it some pizzazz, add some glitter and some, I don't know, yeah, I don't know, just for fun, I guess. I'm going to be using two different mascaras. I am using the Maybelline Colossal Volume Express and the Maybelline Rocket Volume Express. And I'm also going to be using the Rocket on my lower lash line as well. For my lips, I'm going to take MAC's Magenta Lip Liner. And I'm gonna fill in my lips with this, which is a really nice, vibrant, pinky purple. For my lipstick, I am using the Wet n Wild Mega Last lipstick in Don't Blink Pink. And for my lip gloss, I am using the Revlon Color Burst lip gloss in Adorned. And that is it for this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Okay guys, so basically I think this palette is phenomenal. Like, it's absolutely amazing. First of all, I'm just going to talk about the packaging for a second because the packaging is incredible. Like, they did such a good job with this packaging. It's like a bunch of colorful smoke all over the palette, and it's great, and it's sturdy, and it's I'm sick, by the way, so excuse the voice, but it's sturdy and it's so durable. I feel like I feel like it's pretty durable. And it comes with a gigantic mirror. Like, seriously, this mirror is so big. It's great. I love it. Now, talking about the actual product, these things are so intense. These aren't just your basic eyeshadows, by the way. These are pressed pigments. So they aren't just your basic regular eyeshadows. They are 10 times more pigmented because they are pressed pigments. So you're definitely getting amazing color payoff with this palette. Every single eyeshadow has fantastic color payoff. Every single one. The palette also comes with a double-ended brush, and it is actually really cute. It's black and the bristles are purple. So cute. I used this throughout the entire tutorial in this video, and I love it. Like, I think it's a great brush. I see myself reaching for it a lot. It even packs on color onto your lid beautifully. People have been freaking out because there's a disclaimer on the packaging or on the box that some of these pigments in this palette are not used for your immediate eye area, and it is these four. I'm pretty sure it's Slow Burn, Savage, Urban, and Jilted. The reddish, the pink, and the purples, they say it's not for your immediate eye area. But honestly, that's very typical for pigments. I've heard that so many times when it comes to pigments. So when I read that, it didn't really bother me. I guess people just didn't realize that that was the case for some pigments. I had never read it on any packaging, but I've heard people like at MAC tell me that. So, I mean, it's no big deal. If you are a little bit afraid, just don't put them on like your waterline or anything like that. But honestly, I don't think your eyes will get irritated from it. Everybody has different skin, so don't take my word for it. But I've used it on my eyes, and I've used the pinks on my eyes before, and I haven't had any irritation personally, and mama got sensitive skin. So, I mean, I've been doing pretty fine with these. I'm going to quickly swatch all of the colors on my arm so you can see how great and pigmented these things are. Okay, so this is the most awkward swatching I have ever done. What possessed me to put them on the side of my arm? No idea. Let's just roll with it. These are what the colors look like. They are insanely pigmented, being pressed pigments, of course. This one is Revolt. It is a very intense, shiny, silvery color. It does have a little bit of glitter in it, like chunks of glitter, but if you wet this eyeshadow, it goes on like liquid metal, seriously. It's not wet right now. This is how it normally swatches, and it's still like gorgeous. Love it. This one is Gonzo right here. It's a beautiful blue. This one right here is called Slow Burn, and it is my second favorite color in the palette. I absolutely love it. It's beautiful. This one is your typical hot pink, and this one is called Savage, and this one is matte. This one has a little bit of glitter in it, but like barely noticeable. It definitely comes out matte on your eyelid. This one right here is called Fringe, and it is a metallic teal type of color, and it is seriously stunning on the lid. This one is your typical cobalt blue, and it is called Chaos. This one right here is called Jilted. It's also one of my favorites because it has like a duochrome effect. It looks pink and it looks purple in certain angles. It's amazing. This one right here is a nice deep purple, and it is called Urban. This one right here, it is called Freak, and it is just like an intense minty, sort of minty green color. And then this one is my absolute favorite one out of the entire palette, and it is called Thrash, and it is just like an intense lime green, and it's not even picking up how intense this color is in person. Like, oh my god, my favorite. So I hope this awkward angle of swatching helped you in some way. By the way, I do recommend using these colors with a primer underneath. Even though they are so intensely pigmented, definitely use a primer, because if you don't, it will stain your eyes. Like, you'll put the pink on, try to take it off, and you're like, oh god, there's still pink on my lid. So definitely use a primer. Once you use a primer, there is no staining. At least I don't detect any staining. Also, if you want your eyeshadows to be super, super intense, I recommend using a white base, and that will just make them look crazy. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching, guys. And